Hi guys, the date is 22nd of March 2026, and this is a video that I want to make about me leaving the house I grew up in and kind of taking my next step towards independence. And it's not complete independence because even though I've moved out of kind of the family where the family's staying, because they have a house in the city, I moved out to a piece of land we own. It's not really a farm, but it does have like 4 cows and a couple of horses. So, and I don't know, I just kind of wanted to talk about how moving out is like, it doesn't look like much, but it's progress. And even though I'm still technically living with my family, I I try to focus on like the little steps, like I'm no longer living in the basement of my parents' house. I'm now living on my own, and I try to take as many steps as I can to gain more independence. Like I've started just buying my own food, and I've started, I don't know, I may be about how I got a car and I've just been paying for repairs on it and changing the brakes out and stuff like that, and just and kind of like just focusing on what I can become more independent with. And it's actually been going really well, because some people may see it as a waste of money when I could just live with my parents and save up a lot of money because I've got a job. But I think the value of independence is much higher than the cost of living by myself. But yeah, um, it's weird being like an adult paying like for groceries and that, and for car repairs, and like it's very confronting because you have to confront a lot of the stuff that you wouldn't have to usually. Like today I've had to confront that kind of, I don't want to say generational trauma, but I don't know much about, kind of cars. I don't know much about repairing stuff, and that's something I was never taught. And I'm learning a lot of things I was never taught. So YouTube's been taking care of me, but it's a it's a journey. And I've started to learn how to cook as well. I've been cooking my own dinners and learning how to make a bunch of different stuff, which all of these things I'm talking about doesn't really sound like progress. It just sounds like normal everyday stuff. But I find, you gotta celebrate the little victories. But yeah, this is the apartment, or well, the little cabin, because it's out on a farm, and I'm really looking forward to just spending some time building some routines, working on being a bit healthier. So I've started buying healthier food, even though it's more expensive. And then I'm not gonna watch too much TV, maybe one show a night. And I've started working on reading more, and I think I might start going on runs, and there's a beautiful river to swim in. And yeah, I think I think this is gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be healthy for me, because I I feel like I have a real lack of, I don't want to say lack of identity, but that's kind of where I'm at. And for a long time I avoided confronting myself, and like just played games and scrolled on my phone. But I think being out here alone will really help me to just sit with myself and, you know, to be with myself. But yeah, that's kind of all for this video. A bit of a short one, but yeah, just an update. That's the end.